And speaking of Spieth, it's official now. U.S. Ryder Cup captain Steve Stricker paired him with Justin Thomas. The pairings announced about an hour and a half ago. And Gary D'Amato with Wisconsin.Golf joins us now. We're going to go through the pairings and kind of get your thoughts about what you're seeing. And I just thought, the first match going out of the gate, wow, just a superstar matchup.
Yeah, you have John Rahm, ranked ¡1 in the world, and Sergio Garcia, who has scored more Ryder Cup points than anyone in history.
Yeah.
New Spanish Armada.
What do you like against those two, though?
With Thomas and Spieth, they're very close friends, and their games are very similar. They went 3-1 in the last Ryder Cup and beat Rahm in a four-balls match. So I like the U.S. in this match.
First off, on the first tee, it's going to be electric. I want to ask you, Gary, you and I sat by each other at the opening ceremony. As you promised, it delivered in terms of emotion. F-35 flyover, the flag is raised, the anthems go, and Captain Steve Stricker, really emotional in connecting with his Wisconsin fans, kept saying, "These are my people."
Well, we knew that Steve was going to shed a few tears, and he did when he talked about his daughters, Bobby and Izzy. And you were pumped up, by the way. You were jumping up and down.
For the flyover, man, that guy.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. No, but that was pretty cool. Steve did a good job with his speech, and Padraig, I thought, was really good with his speech. Yeah.
Very graceful.
Okay,
Yes.
so now that we know who's going to be playing, what's it going to be like for them tomorrow?
Well, the first tee is going to be just awesome with that grandstand, the horseshoe grandstand around the first tee, packed with fans chanting USA, USA, and the few European fans there are singing ole, ole, ole.
Yeah.
And it's going to be nerve-wracking for those guys when they step on that first tee.
Gary, I want to ask you, for fans who are going to come up here tomorrow, very few of them, relatively speaking, are going to get to that first tee. Do you have a spot out there that you'd recommend that when people ask you, where should I go, where do you tell them?
I love the spot behind the sixth green. It's a short par 4. There's that big, deep pot bunker in front of the green. And you're very close to the par 3 third hole and the fourth and fifth holes. So you can move around in just a short area and see 3 or 4 holes.
And what people need to remember, like these 4 tee times, that's it for the morning round. So it's kind of like they happen and then they move on.
Yeah, all the action is just on a few holes. And if you're waiting on the 16th or 17th hole, there's a danger that the matches might not get there. They might be over before that.
Do you like the DJ Morikawa connection or matchup?
I do. DJ, I think, is one of the straightest, longest drivers out here, and Morikawa is a killer with iron in his hand. He's a great iron player, the best iron player in the world.
And real quick, no Bryson DeChambeau. Wanted to mention that in this early round. You expect to see him in the afternoon, though, don't you?
I do. Bryson is a little wild with his driver at times, and you don't want that in a foursomes match, but in 4 balls, he could be very good.
So foursome is an alternate shot match, so
right.
You don't want the second guy to be caught in maybe in a rough
awkward
position.
Awkward distance as well. Gary D'Amato of Wisconsin.Golf. Great to see you again, and have a great day tomorrow.
Thanks, you too.
Thanks, Gary.
You can find our Ryder Cup coverage online at tmj4.com anytime, tmj4.com/Ryder Cup. There we share the basics of the competition if you're not familiar with it, how to watch this weekend. We're back right after this.